Hell in a Cell has came and gone with Cody Rhodes overcoming all odds, going 3-0 against Seth freaking Rollins. I am your host, Real Adam Anthony James Martin, and this is Wrestling Never Sleeps. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is me, myself, and I, and also the real straight shoot in a suit, Adam Anthony James Martin, here with Wrestling Never Sleeps. And what an evening it was last night for WWE's premium live event, Hell in a Cell. Climax story coming to an end in the main event, that being Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking Rollins. Now, there was a lot of concern about Cody's condition coming into this premium live event. Obviously, he had a torn pectoral muscle that might have put him out of action or might keep him out of action moving forward after the event. The guy has enough balls and respect for the brand that he works for. He came in to do his job, he worked, and he ended up with a big fat W. Oh my goodness, what a great match. This whole feud in general has been amazing for WWE fans, I'm sure, or wrestling fans in general. I know for me, it was something else. I was quite unsure on how Cody was going to be treated within WWE since coming back from the other brand that he basically created. But since being back, he's been treated like a top guy, and it shows from his entrance, the reaction that he gets, the pyro that goes off, his music, the voiceover, the whole atmosphere when he comes out, it's just something else to see. And I'm sure for the live fans there in attendance, it was something else to be a part of. You have to give Cody the respect that he deserves for even showing up and doing this match. And not only that, he won. He fought through the hard battle. He got beat up pretty badly, and he overcame those odds. And against a guy like Seth freaking Rollins, no joke, a class act, company man for WWE, the guy that has literally, set the standard while Cody was gone. And for Cody to come back and do what he's done, going 3-0 against Seth freaking Rollins, is really, really impressive. You can see the direction that Cody's going in is obviously up, and pretty soon, currently, right now, he might be away for a little bit due to that injury. But nonetheless, focus on the match that happened last night at Hell in a Cell. If you look at all the observations, if you look at all the facts, Cody was injured, so I'm sure some of the match, was changed. I'm sure they had to change some sort of elements. I noticed the gimmicks came into play pretty early, and I'm guessing if Cody was not injured, they probably wouldn't have, I'm assuming. I don't know what you guys think about that, but when you're in a Hell in a Cell, the cell itself is the gimmick that you need. That's why it's called Hell in a Cell. You don't need weapons, but given the situation, they improvised, I believe, being two professionals. They utilized the kendo stick. There was a couple of table bumps from each man. Seth missing is a wicked frog splash that he gets amazing hang time on, crashing himself through the table. Cody getting buckle bombed through a table, I'm sure did not feel well with that injury that he's hanging on to throughout the match. The storytelling was phenomenal. We had a bull rope introduced, which is notorious with the Rhodes family in general. So that was really cool to see. It was utilized properly, and none of the weapons, like the weight belt, the tables, the kendo stick, even the sledgehammer that was brought in at the end, which ultimately helped Cody get the win, was not overused, if you know what I mean. It was subtle. It was great storytelling from the beginning of this feud all the way to the end, and it climaxed at Hell in a Cell. What can I say? Respect to Cody, like I said before. It's going to be interesting to see how long he might have to be out of action for, and how do they utilize him moving forward now while he's recovering from that injury? Do they have him come on Raw and do promos? Do they start to build another feud for Cody? Do they give him the proper time off to recover and come back again as hot as he was when he first debuted again at WrestleMania? Momentum has not died for Cody, which I think there was a lot of speculation that it might after so long due to WWE booking and story writing. I think there's a lot of people that were in doubt on how Cody might be treated 3 or 4 or 5 months into being back with WWE. But as you can see, he is not descending. He is on the rise. No matter what situation you put him in, he always performs. And obviously it helps when you have the right dance partner, and the chemistry between Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins is amazing. I was more than ecstatic. I watched the match again today, and the storytelling, the selling, the attack, the strategy from Seth Rollins all played into its part. It all filled into a gigantic role. It all told the story that needed to be told, and we got the ending that we deserved. I don't know how you felt about Hell in a Cell as a whole, but this match specifically for me was A++++++. So those plus means a lot more than stars to me. And, with that being said, I'm excited for Raw tonight. I'm excited to see how, again, like this all plays out. Which direction does Seth Rollins need to go into? No matter what he does, though, again, like I said, he's a top-notch talent. He's always in the main event spot. I know he wants to be back in the title contention, but after 3 losses to a guy like Cody Rhodes, you kind of fall down the ladder a little bit, and that light or that stage gets shined or is presented for someone else to stand on. So, with that being said, what are your thoughts on what Seth Rollins should be doing next moving forward? Where does he go from here? What's a feud that you'd like to see him now being put into or develop one with? And of course, who do you want Cody to face? Does Cody deserve a title shot? Should Cody be a part in Money in the Bank if he's ready and healthy, 100%? Or does he take the proper time off to heal, come back maybe for an event like SummerSlam, maybe even Survivor Series, depending on the state of the injury? We don't know yet. But I'm curious to see on how this gets played out. And I'm interested to see, where both men go. Obviously, Vince McMahon, WWE believe in Cody. They trust Cody. And they want to see Cody succeed. And he's jumped through all the hoops. He's passed all the tests. He's beaten Seth freaking Rollins 3 times. I don't know too many, if anyone else in the company that has done that. What do you guys think? I am the straight shoot in a suit, real Adam Anthony James Martin with Wrestling Never Sleeps. And with that being said, folks, tune in, comment, quips, queries, concerns, questions, all in the section below. Follow our YouTube and subscribe to Instagram at Wrestling Never Sleeps. That way you can maintain and keep up to date with all the news that we release regarding AEW and, of course, for this example, WWE. That being said, you guys have a great day. Enjoy Raw tonight, and we'll talk to you later in the week. I will be back with my main man, the host with the most, Jared Never Sleeps himself, but tonight it was a solo gig, and I hope you guys enjoy. Cheers.